confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Toronto Huskies and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Huskies.
Carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Formation.
Well, they bring their punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 81 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. So let's see, that was 3rd and 2. They hit the short pass, having the 1st down. He said, well, let's get a little more than the 1st down, all the way into the end zone.
And I know this is the NFL, and 3rd and 2 isn't necessarily a rundown. I think most of the time you play it as a passing down, but you can disguise it a little bit, right? You can show heavy run formation, make it look that way, and still throw the football effectively, as we just saw there. And he's still running, isn't he?
He stopped now, and he got 6 points for it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Toronto.
From 4 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead.
Tucker McCann for the extra.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Steelers.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Not much there, only a yard.
At the 20-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
The 43-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Offense retains possession.
Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to take the lead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Point after here coming up.
The extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Huskies 21. Steelers.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Going top shelf for Smith. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 82 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
And his kick is right through.
One apiece. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with McFarland. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for the Steelers, and even 90 yards. Well, that right there is the definition of flipping the field.
Trainer. Only reason I say that, you know he's going to need a little oxygen after that one. But what a scintillating run, and how much fun was that for us to watch it.
Great run. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
3-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Byron Murphy on the...
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here's Bell. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To Joe Mixon.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Steps away to his left. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 21-yard line.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down, it's Bell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
This pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bell, the ball.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
This is Johnson. He's got it. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, McFarland about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
McFarland once more. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
2 yards. It's fourth down.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good.
Ties the game, 35-35.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First and 10.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
42, Steelers 35.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Three down. Check 24. Check COVID-19.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up first and goal. Now Bell. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12. First down.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds been able to get it up past the 45. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And a Toronto first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Dancing to his left. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
It's 4th down.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
makes the score Huskies 57, Steelers 42.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
32-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He can run. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's go. Grab our lady. 54 miles. Come off the ball. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Hardman. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Toronto, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home.